Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Good morning, crypto friends. How are we doing out there? It is Monday, April 5th. And let's take a look at the charts. We're looking at BTC USD holding in that 57,000 range. So looking down support at 56,799. So roughly the 56,800. And holding right on that 100-day moving average, as you can see clearly by that yellow line, the 100-day EMA. So sitting on there, having to go try to get through that 58,320.38 for resistance. Let's move on to Ethereum, ETH We had an indecision doji on the previous candle there, and holding support at the 2005.65. Still got quite a bit of resistance. We got 1, 2, 3, almost 4. Quite a bit right there at the 2088.67. So trying to get up past that 12-day moving average is slightly trending downward. So watch that. And watch the volume's been kind of low for the past day or so. Moving on to BNB USD, we'll get to, if you're just joining us, we'll get to the IOTA and all the other things here on the list. So we're looking up at resistance. Let's zoom out here on BNB USD. We'll go to the daily, find that resistance. So you see the resistance up there sitting at the 369.03 previous high days back. So we're still trying to get through that, folks, and then support to hold right up there on that 12-day moving average. We do have the 12, 26, and 100-day on top in the right configuration. Lots of volume, so BNB on the climb. Moving on to ADA, Cardano. Cardano support down at the 1.1573. And where's going to be first line of resistance? We're trying to get above. We have all the averages above us here, so resistance there at the 1.1863 for ADA Cardano. Moving on to PolkaDot, DOT USD. Found us a new resistance level just above this 26-day moving average. So new resistance, I should say support, sorry, 41.897 resistance up here at the, looks like we're trying to get above that candle right there. Let's go to the 1 hour real quick. Excuse me. See that a little bit more clearly. There we go, 43.95. We'll switch over here to Litecoin, LTC, USD. Move that stop loss down there where it's not in play at the moment for me. LTC found new support down there at the 198.05, and then resistance up there at the 204.77 still. If you did trigger into this buy here, you can put your stop down here beneath this previous low right there. Let's move on to LINK USD, Chainlink. Chainlink support 29.646, resistance at the 31.365. Chainlink. Let's have a look at Stellar. Has been on the roller here. Stellar, did it get to the all-time high? Nope, but it's got all-time highs in its sight here. Made a new support level right there at the 0.441320, and we'll split that candle up and look at what we got for resistance. There's your resistance at the 0.472. On the climb upward here, We had a big influx of volume come in, and we're almost in the overbought, so keep that in mind. And we did get the 26 cross over the 12-day, so we may need to come down and retest some new support before continuation. So keep a close eye if you're in Stellar. Trail it with a loss, stop loss, I should say. Moving on to VET, Vechain. Support all the way up here. There we go. I got the wrong one. Let's grab the support line. There we go. Support up here at the right there. 0.0935. Resistance. 0.0953 for VET Vechain. Pardon me. We have VTHO USD. Support sitting there at the 0.0148 and resistance at the 0.0157. Check that real quick. Let's change that to 0.0159 on the top of this here high there for VTHO USD. Moving on to FIL USD Filecoin. Pretty much unchanged. We're in a continuation here. So looking at support still at the 175.08, resistance up there. We could actually bring that down just a tinge to 185.219. So tightening range here. So look for an explosion to happen as we do have this red. I don't know if you can see it very clearly. I'll highlight that for you, but you can see it is curling upwards. So we may get that 12 and 26 cross in the next 4 hours or so. We'll move on to IOTA, Internet of Things, as mentioned in the title card. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. Will not go away. All the way up to a new all-time high. Where's that at? No, we didn't quite get there, did we? Yeah, there's the all-time high right there. So we'll put that up at the very top. So staring up there at that all-time high, but we do have some new support levels on the climb up as we move into the overbought territory. So keep that in mind if you're in this one. Keep those stop losses tight. We'll switch all the way to 30 minutes if we can find our support right there. First level support is going to be the 1.707. Then you're going to be down here on this 12-day moving average if you zoom into the 30-minute time frame. So IOTA looking good. Lots of volume on that. I'm sorry. Yes, IOTA. Lots of volume on this particular candle as well. So moving on to COMP USD. COMP USD, we have support sitting up there to 533.761. Resistance, new line of resistance is going to be up there at the 561.90. We managed to fall beneath that 12-day moving average as we got to the overbought. So we did come back down to retest support here. Oh, I've got that. Should leave that there. So check that. New line support 502.85. Sorry, folks, just getting going here today. Let's move on to BAT USD. Basic attention coin on the climb up. Could be a laggard, so keep that in mind. So we're going to have a new resistance level up there at the 1.20 even. And support still holding at the 1.1428. RSI trending up and volume is still in good shape. Looking now at Ethereum Classic, ETC USD. We did get the 12 and the 26 cross. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. And found support at the 14.271, resistance at the 15.117. For Ethereum Classic. Moving on to MANA USDC. Support still holding at the 0.947809. And new resistance up there at the just the $1 mark. As you can see, it's struggling to get through at the moment. And so $1 and 0.01. My goodness. Moving on to ZIL USD. Support down at the 0.2093. We got a new all-time high. Yes, we do. New all-time high. Let me set the coordinates for that for you real quick for ZIL USD. So that's going to be the 0.23. 0.23 0.68395. There we go. There's your new all-time high for ZIL. Meanwhile, we have resistance as we try to get back up there to 0.2253. Excuse me. And the support is going to be at the 0.210 for ZIL USD. Let's have a look at NU USD. Quite a bit of resistance right in this range, but we are in a tightening range here, so we do anticipate some movement either up or down. It looks like it's trying to head that favorable direction for a bull. We have some resistance up there at the 0.6257 and new support right beneath that. Well, you can call that 26-day moving average, as it did finally. It might be just an overshoot, but 0.5969 for NMR USD. NMR USD all-time high, 78.88. Well, get up there, 78.88. We can dial that in. Go. Perfect. So there's your new all-time high. So you're going to have resistance. We're trying to get back up through there. First line of resistance, 75.09. Then you're going to look at the previous high here at the 77.73. Managed to lay down some support for us to fall back on if we need to. 65.846 is your support. And you have the 12, 26, and 100-day moving averages. But do consider you are overbought. And if we break out blue sky, sometimes that RSI just goes out the window. So just keep that in mind. Watch those volume levels. Looks like we're in good shape so far for NMR USD. Let's move on to GRT USD. Support down to 1.7142. And resistance going to be right there at the 1.838. Let's move on to Uniswap. So as you can see in the charts here, folks, the altcoins are alive. Bitcoin's kind of taking a break, breather for the moment. The Uniswap resistance at the 30.8859. And support is right going to be new line of support 30.184. Moving on to Aave. Support at the right here on this, can't hardly see it because I put the line on top of it. Right, is at the 0.68 retracement. Go right on there. Perfect test of that. We get that stop. Oh, we'll leave the stop right there. It's fine. The support at 383.05 resistance. Falling back to right there at the 399. So roughly the $400 psychological for Aave USD. Let's move on to MKR. Support 2197.198. And that resistance level See the tops of this candle, body of that candle is going to be the 2307.648 RSI in good shape. Get the 26 cross over the 12, which causes this candle to go down, as you can see. So watch those two moving averages as we make our way through the day. Moving on to audio USD, AUDIO USD. Audio still trying to get alive here. Support down at the 2.7676. You still have that resistance above you there. These 12 and 26. It did get the cross, which sent us down to lay down some new support. So if you had that stop loss set where I had it, it triggered. So we're waiting for some higher low to set to get back in. So I'll reset this chart, the price targets for tonight's crypto happy hour. Moving on to CHZ USD. CHZ USD. Looking down at support at the 0.457768. And resistance is going to be right there. You see that 26-day moving average. So we are inverted on this particular one, which means you have the 12 underneath the 26, underneath the 100-day. So you want those opposite of that for upside potential. So this usually indicates downside potential. So RSI in good shape. Volume's just about average. So just watching for it to get us a bounce and going. So I do have resistance there to 0.4857 for CHZ USD. Moving on to Theta. Theta found support 11.247, and we're trying to converging on all these moving averages. So trying to get above the 11.8972 for Theta. ENJ having a good day. Massive candle. Went from bottom to top on our sales target. So congratulations if you got in on that one. So we got to have support. Let's switch to the 1 hour. See what kind of activity that particular candle had there. So going to have a ton of support down here at the 2.475 and resistance all the way up there. We'll be getting through this one first. So resistance at the 2.570 for ENJB USD. Looking at Harmony 1, we're still in a kind of a downward trend here. Setting lower lows, so we don't like that particular configuration. So we do have the 26 over the 12 and the 100-day on top. So we're completely inverted. So far we have support at the 0.1502 and resistance is going to be, first level is going to be right up here. We got to get above that 12-day moving average first. But previous price action is 0.1651 resistance. We're 1. Harmony 1. Moving on to Storj, STORJ USD. Sideways consolidation here, so this one's going to explode one direction or the other. So we're going to be there and ready. So looking at support to hold at the 2.788 and resistance at the 2.995, roughly the $3 range for Storj. Before we wrap up here, we'll look at Bitcoin dominance, BTC.D here on TradingView. As you can see, we're just shedding more and more Bitcoin into the alt space. So we're at a 57.47, lower percentage than usual. And let's move on to total crypto market cap up here at the 1,879,000,000,000. And folks, that about does it for me. I appreciate you stopping in this morning. Hello, Gert. Hello. Appreciate you. Be sure to like, subscribe if you like what I do. and chart along with me every day. I'm here at 6:45 a.m. Central Standard Daylight Time, also known as UTC -5, and 6 p.m. Crypto Happy Hour. We'll see you tonight at 6 p.m. Have a great day, everyone. See you later.